Wasn't this the same Jimmy Kimmel that went blackface? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Jazz Borganza here, another episode of What's Next. This is video number 2 on the docket for this morning. As we leave California, we're not leaving California? We're not leaving the home of the fruits and nuts, the morons and cretins, the douchebags and scumbags. And speaking of, check this out. This comes out of New York Post. Pan-dimwits. Jimmy Kimmel says the unvaxxed don't deserve ICU beds. Where did you get your degree, Jimbo? ABC late night host Jimmy Kimmel took a shot at unvaccinated Americans on air Tuesday. Roughly almost 60%. 60% of those African Americans have not gotten the poke, and a lot of PhDs out there, they're still unpokeless. Just saying they shouldn't be admitted to ICU beds. Ranting about inflated COVID-19 rates during his open monologue, Kimmel snarked. Dr. Fauci said if hospitals get any more crowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem tough to me. It didn't end there. Kimmel went on to mock those against FDA warnings, took substances like deworming agents, ivermectin, and we'll get into that a little bit later, as the way to remedy their illness. Vaccinated persons having a heart attack, yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo, rest in peace, Wheezy. Take a listen.
Fauci said that if hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack, yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo, rest in peace, Wheezy.
All right. As we continue, we've still got a lot of pan-dimwits out there, Kimmel scoffed. People are still taking this ivermectin. The Poison Control Center has seen a spike in calls from people taking this livestock medicine to fight the corona, but they won't take the vaccine. It's like if you're a vegan and you're like, no, I don't want a hamburger, give me the Alpo instead. One Australian man who overdosed on the tablets was hospitalized and is fortunate to not have developed toxicity. Toxicologist Narayan Gunja said on the Australian network Down Under. Labor Day weekend saw more than 3 times the number of COVID-19 cases, which compared to 2020, which is shocking for many at a time when Americans may have thought the pandemic was coming to a close, according to new data from Johns Hopkins University. My thoughts. Kimmel is an idiot. He's a moron. He's an absolute douchebag. We saw the same situation with hydrochloroquine a year and a half ago, where you had a couple, both overdosed on it. Unfortunately, the husband died, and the mother was in the ICU for I don't know the time. I forgot the time frame. But this was in its infancy regarding hydrochloroquine and the advantages, as we all know, of the advantages of it now, because there are advantages to taking it. It's been proven. It's called science, not science. Science. Now, with ivermectin, yes, it has been used for deworming horses. But the fact of the matter is that this is the same medication that got a 2015 Nobel Peace Prize for its inventiveness, for its ingenuity, for its creativeness regarding other illnesses and other. But this whole situation occurred because Joe Rogan got the cove last weekend. He started taking ivermectin along with other therapeutics. And guess what? 2 days later, he was back on the air on his podcast saying that he feels great, that he feels better than he did prior. Now, how true is that? We don't know. We know that Rogan, who is a celebrity, Rogan, who has access to therapeutics that a lot of Americans don't have, had the advantage, had at least somewhat of an advantage. No, it wasn't white privilege, and no, it wasn't because of his whiteness. So it had nothing to do with that. But leave it to those like Kimmel and other morons to basically throw Rogan under the bus. And of course, Rogan is not having a good time with it. Rogan just recently filed a lawsuit against CNN because of this whole nonsense. But once again, Kimmel, who takes a couple months off, nobody missed him. Really, nobody cared. Came back, and of course, went full retard. That's what Kimmel does. That's what these knuckleheads do when you have, him and Jimmy Fallon and what's his name, Stephen Colbert, who pretend to be comedians, who were once comedians at one time. They were all comedians. They were all pretty funny at one time. They've gone full activist mode ever since Trump ran in 2016. So, 2015, shall I say. But, yeah, it's California. It's stupid. It's retarded. What do you expect? And that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please comment below, like it, share, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell so you never miss a thing. And are we finally leaving California? Are we? For today, anyway. Have a good day, guys. Peace.